Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejizi. Today's quest is how I know what women want, even though I'm not one. Alright, let's tackle a common objection. And that common objection is, how can I, a man, possibly know what women want? I get it, I know I'm not a woman. I don't know what it feels like to be one. That's true. But here's the thing. None of us really knows what it feels like to be someone else. I don't know what it feels like to be you. You don't know what it feels like to be me. And just because two people share a gender doesn't mean they automatically understand each other. Not all men have the same experience. Not all women do either. So here's the key idea. I don't need to know how someone feels to understand what they want. Why? Because feelings, words, and intentions can be misleading. But behavior, you see behavior tells the truth. People show you what they value by how they spend their time, their money, their energy. And as an outsider, I can observe their behavior, sometimes even better than the person themselves. We all have blind spots. That's why people should go for therapy or to have someone to talk to. Someone else helps us to see what we can't. Let me give you an example. Say you have a business idea and you tell it to a friend and he's hyped about it and he says it will make billions and he says he believes in you. But when you ask him to invest, let's say 50 million, he should invest 50 million naira in the business, and he says, I wish I could, but money is tight right now. Then next week, he buys a TV that costs about 10 million naira. What does that tell you? It tells you that despite all the hype, he valued the TV more than your idea. His actions spoke louder than his words because he didn't invest that amount that he had into the business idea that you had so that both of you can grow in the business. Instead, he used it to buy an expensive TV instead of investing it in the business idea that you had. And that's the rule. When someone's words and action don't match, trust the actions. Words can be sweet, persuasive, but manipulative. But actions reveal the truth. People often use words to hide uncomfortable truths, sometimes about themselves, about others also. That's why we sometimes need someone else to help us see clearly, because we are not just blind to others, we are blind to ourselves. We cast spells on ourselves. We believe our own stories even when they don't match reality. We say we value honesty, but lie to avoid conflict. We say we want love, but sabotage relationships. We say we are ready, but keep making excuses. Real growth starts when we stop lying to ourselves. When we look in the mirror, not the one in our heads, but the real one. When we ask, what do my actions say about me? So yes, I'm not a woman, but I've listened to thousands of people. I've watched behavior, and I've learned that what people do is the clearest sign of what they want. If we all paid more attention to actions, ours and others, we will understand each other a whole lot better. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We will talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.